exciting.
This is so exciting.
I know. This has been about a year in the making.
Yeah, a lot of talking about food.
A lot of talking about food.
A lot of saying the words, okay, now I'm hungry.
Which brings us to our podcast, Okay, Now I'm Hungry.
Which we will be in about 15 minutes, and you will too. Maybe.
Yes.
Sometimes the stories do the opposite and kind of turn you off food.
I know. I feel like most of them do the opposite.
So this is a podcast about food-related news that you may have missed.
That you might have missed from the week.
Yeah, and we felt we needed to fast-track it because it's been hot.
It has been a big week of food news.
There's been so much food chat.
All of the food chat every day.
All we talk about.
With no medium to express ourselves with. And now we finally have one. And someone's already getting that excited. They're already messaging you about it.
When is it live? Soon.
Very, very
not what
soon.
they texted. So among today's topics that we need to just fast track, a really exciting inventor in the food world has been revealed as the headline.
This one is big.
Oh.
Big. Particularly for us South Aussies.
So we talk inventor, we talk deconstruction gone mad.
Yeah, that was a big one. Internet was bloody angry about that, weren't they? You thought pizza couldn't get any better. It can, and it has, and Pizza Hut have done it, and they've done it overseas, but I'm hoping it comes here. It's absolutely amazing. And I've found someone who's, I think, like my food spirit animal. I'm just going to leave it at that. But they are my food spirit animal, and they are amazing.
We must start with a story that was last week. It's gone a little bit bonkers. The deconstructed Vegemite on toast.
Yes.
Did you see it? Did you see the picture? If you haven't seen it, it is 2 pieces of sourdough.
Yep.
With a smear of Vegemite and a quinella or quenelle.
I have no idea. What's that?
Like when
is that the board it's on?
The fancy butter.
Butter.
Thing.
Oh. I have no idea.
We're not food experts. We just like eating. And it cost $7 in Newcastle, Australia this week.
Which is absolutely ridiculous.
Considering you can buy, 2 loaves of bread for $7.
Because it's not even nice if you... I wish we could, show the actual picture right now, although surely everyone's seen it. But it's not even fancy sourdough. It doesn't have that thick crust, the good stuff. Like that, I would maybe pay...
That sourdough. It's got a hole in it.
Which sourdough has holes?
Does it? Isn't it usually
I would have
really...
thought that's like a defining thing of sourdough.
Isn't it usually
I could be way off.
Dense? Isn't it dense?
Yeah, and it's got the crusty crust.
Actually,
That's a terrible
right,
description, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's like supermarket sourdough.
Whoa,
I would say. Yes. Yeah, it's supermarket sourdough. It's obviously legit Vegemite, but there's just a smear, which is kind of okay because I don't know about you, but I'm not a thick Vegemite spreader.
Here's a statement. I'm not a Vegemite person, period.
That's disgusting. That's un-Australian.
It really
no, but you're totally not. Wait, are you... What are the other ones? Like Marmite and
nothing that
the other one?
is black and should... no. Nutella is kind of black and should be spread on toast.
Yes.
No, it's disgusting.
Or just out of the jar.
There's nothing... I only use Vegemite when I have an ulcer in my mouth.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, and then...
I've never heard that. I mean, I can see that it would maybe make sense. It's because of the salt?
I don't know. And it is the worst thing ever. And I feel every time I have to do it.
Oh, it's so yum.
I don't get it.
Thick butter so that it goes a little bit soggy, even if it's sourdough, even if it is thick sourdough, and then just some light Vegemite. $7 worth? Probably not.
But I have 2 questions. One, what is Vegemite even?
What is it meant to be? The taste of?
Yeah, what even is it?
That's a good question because it's like peanut butter, obviously peanuts, Nutella, hazelnut, chocolate, that sort of thing, jams are whatever they are. But Vegemite is just Vegemite. It's its own thing.
It doesn't make sense. So I Googled it, and Vegemite is made up of yeast extract spreads.
Ooh.
It's leftover.
I mean, that doesn't really
yeast.
sound...
It's leftovers from a brewer. Yeah,
that's pretty.
I stand by my opinion.
I'm still gonna eat it. I eat sausages, and I don't know what's in them, but I know that it's nothing good, and I still go for them.
But here's the thing about this deconstructed toast that I don't think anyone's talked about yet. Has anyone thought about the dishy that has to clean that breadboard?
Oh, yeah, the Vegemite smear. It wouldn't wash off properly. Because how often do you find yourself, even on things that are meant to go, like a cheese board or something? So cheese is meant to go on there. And it is impossible to get off. I was literally doing it last night and I had to get the cheese thing, the knife. Did I have a name? I don't know.
Cheese knife.
Cheese knife, yeah. And scrape it off. And I couldn't. It's
That's
so
gonna
hard.
make breadboards brown.
Yeah, I think
Like-
toss that idea in the bin. That needs to go.
Yesterday morning, this story came out on Vegemite, which I needed to bring to your attention. It was a recipe on a vegan website
I saw this, I think.
where
Was
she
it-
sprinkled it with not avocado, which I've seen, and I almost feel like I might like it if it was served.
Yeah, I've
like
done that. It's good.
This was instead served with pine nuts.
I did
sprinkled
see
on top.
that, and it's so weird.
I
They
couldn't
don't have a
work out.
taste though, so it wouldn't necessarily be bad.
No.
It'd just
And they're not
so
even-
maybe it makes sense. It
They're
just
not
adds
even
texture.
toasted. They're just raw.
Looks gross, and even the bread doesn't look
She
toasted
didn't-
though. It's
Yeah,
just-
people have attacked her
Yucky.
for not toasting the bread long enough, and suggested this will probably cost $15.95 at your local wanky cafe.
if you go to Newcastle, it will. $7.50 for
I
added pine
googled
nuts.
hard. What makes that vegan?
Is yeast vegan? Because you know it's like an organism or something.
Is yeast vegan?
Is yeast vegan?
I don't know the answer
Big
to that.
questions.
And if you know if yeast is vegan, get in touch.
We don't have a way of getting in touch just yet, but when we do, you can be all over it. Okay, I love pizza. I imagine as Italian, you also
Oh,
are a big fan.
yeah.
Pizza Hut in London has created a beer-infused crust, and they actually did it like in one of their Pizza Hut stores. What's this?
So it oozes out?
Just northern London somewhere. No, I think it's just in the taste, like it's in the batter dough.
So it tastes
What do they
like
use?
wait. So it tastes like beer, and beer is yeast, and pizza's already yeasty.
Oh yeah.
Where's all the yeast channel?
We've said yeast way too many times, and I feel uncomfortable. I don't know about you. A moist, yeasty base.
No, beer and
Yeast too?
pizza
I don't know.
is one of my favourite meals.
It's a good combo,
when
and
I
I'm not
wanna-
even a beer drinker. Yeah, you need to have
Beer and
bubbles
pizza.
with pizza as well, don't you think? Like if it's not beer, it has to be a soft drink.
I thought you were like, I
pizza.
only drink my Moet with my pizza.
With my pizza, thank
I
you
need
very
bubbles.
much. No, not what I'm
I'm not
saying.
against either.
Just
If you
just
want to
bogan
throw that
bubbles.
next Friday
Thank
night,
you.
I'm fine with it.
So they did this for one day, and apparently it actually went pretty nuts. Like, I don't know, everyone was uploading their photos of it and stuff on social media. Not that you can really tell by photos what a
What
a
a
beer
pizza tastes
infused
like.
pizza would be like,
I'm
because it doesn't
disappointed.
look any different. But anyway, they said if they got enough, they were going to start rolling it out across the UK and then globally. So I think it would make sense if you were going to try it anywhere to try it in Australia because of the whole like beer culture that we have. But
I'm disappointed that
whatever.
I would prefer beer to ooze out of the crust. I feel like beer's
yuck. Then it would be a moist, yeasty pizza, and nobody wants that.
I don't really.
Anyway, so who knows? That could be coming to a Pizza Hut near you if you have a Pizza Hut near you, because most of them closed. So they won't be sponsoring us anytime soon. Thanks, Pizza Hut.
So sad, because what I would do for a bowl of ice cream covered in jelly and
And
chocolate
that mousse.
chips and the
Oh,
mousse.
and the chocolate chips,
Oh,
yes.
yum. Okay. Okay, so this is the headline that I loved so much this week. Maybe it was like even 2 weeks ago in South Australia, in Adelaide where we are. And the headline itself was ridiculously, what's the word? You're the journo.
It really like built it up,
it
didn't
really
it?
built
You
it
were
up.
expecting big things.
Headline: Creator of chicken salt revealed.
Bum, bum.
Is chicken salt a global thing? Does everyone have chicken salt? Is it an Australian thing?
Well, I guess it was
not just-
created here by the sound.
It's not just, I've never
No,
ordered
I-
fish and chips in another state for them to be like, would you like chicken salt on those chips?
I would say it would be. It'd have to be. It'd have to be global, I would have
It
thought.
is one of
It's
the
a
greatest
thing.
creations in the world.
It is the absolute best thing in the world.
Plain salt is,
Nobody wants it.
I mean,
No.
I want it in other things.
Oh, in other things, but not on your chips.
But on your chips, you want chicken
yeah, do
salt.
you want chicken salt? Absolutely.
So I love most that this guy's come out. I don't know. There was a little bit of hoo-ha on Twitter from Adam Law.
Oh, the Master Chef?
Yeah, saying that he knew who created chicken salt.
Oh, so that's why it came out. This
Yeah,
guy.
I don't understand. And they were like, ooh, well, and then it finally got revealed.
La-di-da,
The story goes, the Source essay tracked down Peter Brinkworth to ask him about the savoury sprinkle.
Oh my gosh! And what did Peter have to say?
Peter said, yes, it was me.
Yes, it was.
It was me. And I love most. I'm obviously paraphrasing here, but Peter's come out and said he used to own a chicken shop and he made this salt. And people loved it so much that he sold it to Matani. So they're the people who now famously, when I show you that container, Matani chicken salt.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
yes.
South
They
Australian.
are the chicken salt
Yeah.
people, like quintessential South Australian.
So he sold it to Matani, and then Matani had the recipe, and then his name kind of.
So how did he create it? Like, do we know? Does he say what's in it?
It did say the
Is
recipe
it like the
has been
KFC
revealed.
herbs and spices?
Well, they're kind of
Like, you'll never
that's what
know.
they've said. They've kind of treated him like the Colonel Sanders of Australia. But I love most that he's come out mostly to say, "Yep, I created it, then I sold it, and they've ruined it. It's nothing compared to mine. I will never buy their product. Why would I? Mine's better."
Well, now he needs to make it and prove it because otherwise, like, I don't know. I could have
believe
come
you.
forward and said I made it.
But did you?
Well, I didn't, but he might not have as well.
Well, his story sounds legit. Like, he used to have a fish and chip shop in Gawler. Look, the recipe hasn't been divulged in the article. I mean, how dare they?
We need more information on this one.
Is there chicken and chicken salt?
This is the
there-
big thing. I have no idea. Well, there can't be chicken, essence of chicken.
We have two questions. Whether we'd like anyone, we have two questions we want people to answer this week. One, is Vegemite vegan?
Yep.
And two, is there chicken in chicken salt?
Salt. And I mean, we could just go to Google and look it up for ourselves, but where's the fun
I'm
in
hoping
that?
Peter Brinkworth himself and all of the Matani clan are listening
Yes.
and are happy to reveal their.
And finds a way of getting in touch. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thanks, guys. Look forward to your email. To
About
the
the
email
chicken
account we
salt.
don't yet have.
Oh, I'm going to have to get hot chips after this. There's like a great chicken shop near me, like the ultimate.
I haven't even eaten
chicken
breakfast
cave.
yet
You know
at this
Chicken
point,
Cave?
but yeah, I would start.
Oh,
the day.
this must be awful for you.
I would start the day with hot chips.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's pretty much
Every day if you could.
It's pretty much a hash brown.
It's yes, it is.
Yeah, with chicken salt.
Okay, now I'm hungry. Name dropping, title dropping. It's the moment you wait for in a movie. Oh, they said the name of it. All right, so my last one is also a headline, basically. As in, I literally just printed the headline. I don't have any further information to bring to the
Okay.
table here.
We don't need.
You almost don't need anything more because this, I just read it and I was like, this is me, like in 50 years' time. Not even, this is me in 50 minutes' time.
Live your best life
probably.
now.
YOLO. Okay, so the headline, this was, I think, in the UK as well. They all seem to come out of the UK. A home intruder was arrested for eating Cheetos naked in a woman's bathtub. Yeah, she was. It was a she. It was a she. She was a she.
Was the bath full?
We
don't know any details.
I don't have the details. Didn't print a photo.
Just-
Just
I'm
saw
just
the
left-
Cheetos and went, I'm sold.
I'm just left with more questions. Someone's broken into another person's home,
Yep,
found the pantry, obviously.
I guess.
Found
Unless
the
they brought
Cheetos.
their own Cheetos.
Why would you bring your own Cheetos to a robbery?
Why? Well, I don't even know if anything was taken. It might have said in the article. I didn't print it or read it. I just got too
just an
excited by the
intruder.
headline. So who knows? It was just an intruder at this stage.
Didn't a rapper had someone break into their house and just drink their
Cheeto
lemonade?
fingers,
Yeah.
like left fingerprints,
Oh, I wish
salty
it was,
orange
It
fingerprints.
was a singer because I made reference to it on air one time, but it was definitely a singer, and it was like
It kind of sounds half.
it was like a Justin Timberlake size singer. Like that was
like his height. No, I know what you mean.
like-
Like a big,
Yeah, thanks.
like fame wise.
Fame wise, and then they went into his house and it was Drake.
Oh,
I found a story.
yep.
HollywoodLife.com. Thanks, guys. Okay.
This is as loose as my story.
It was Drake 30 had left his crib on April 3. Who wrote this story? Just like a lyric out of Hotline Bling. Oh, this is
nice.
This is great. I'm glad I said who this is from. So, this chick broke in. She was wearing a hoodie and napping, and reportedly she only stole.
Wait, she was wearing a hoodie and a nappy.
No, she was wearing a hoodie and she was napping. Apparently,
Oh, not in a nappy.
no, she was napping. She admitted to stealing Pepsi, Sprite, and Fiji water.
He would have Fiji water as well, wouldn't he? Bottles and bottles of it in his, because that's a fancy looking one with the little palm tree and
Yeah,
stuff.
it's very nice.
You're like,
It's very
you're
lovely."
doing well if your fridge is stocked with
And that's
Fiji
all.
water.
That's all she took.
That's so weird.
Yeah, no, that's it.
But that's the kind of weird stuff that people like, that you would go on eBay and be like, oh, look, I've got Drake's Fiji water, or I've got Drake's like solo.
Especially if it was half.
Yeah, all the little, his
I've
particles,
I've
his
got
mouth particles.
Drake's washback. What's it called?
Backwash. Washback, backwash, same thing. That's what you were after. Well, I imagine, you know, she would have gotten away with it a little more easily than this Cheetos person. Well, who was busted in the act by the sounds
And naked.
anyway.
Naked and above.
And naked. They would be covered in so much, like, of the orange stuff. I would just be cute, which is my own bad doing for not actually reading the article and getting too excited and just not going ahead with it. But I would like to know what kind of Cheetos they were, because personally, like, cheese and bacon balls for me are Cheetos. And aren't there's those like long ones as well. Not twisties, but they have a twisty kind of look to them.
And then if you go to those American shops, you can buy the ones that are like fluorescent orange, and they're like...
Isn't that what all Cheetos are like?
No, okay, more fluorescent. They're like almost red because they're hot.
Oh, yes.
They're like chili or something.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do know the ones. Yeah, apparently you can, Phil Chad, you can use that.
Yeah.
There's like a turkey recipe or something. I remember seeing this, was it Thanksgiving recently in...
Well, last year.
Yes, that's when.
A couple
that's
of
when.
months ago. 6 or 7 or 8.
It's like a July thing or something. It's almost like a year since Thanksgiving. Anyway, I remember seeing whenever Thanksgiving was, I think that's when they have turkey. Yes. Yep.
Yep.
The important things
Yeah,
they
yeah,
celebrate. And it was using from the hot Cheetos like that as a turkey rub. Cheetos. Imagine you serving that up to your Italian family.
With a pizza with pineapple on it.
And Cheeto rub.
I would be cut from the family.
You would be disowned absolutely straight away. Yeah.
Well, on that note, do you want to just go take a bath with some Cheetos?
With some Cheetos. We'll
Take a photo.
I mean, I
We'll
could.
upload it. We'll have thousands of listeners.
Nobody
in no
needs
time.
to see that. Nobody needs to see that. No, but that was fun, and I imagine you are absolutely starving, because literally before we recorded this, you were like, should we go get breakfast first?
I actually am super hungry now. I went to the gym and haven't eaten yet.
Okay, now you're hungry.
I am so hungry.
Yep.
Let's go eat.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.